Hello, and welcome back to the S.T.L channel. Today we're going to be branching out on one of the 3D printed storage solutions I explored in my previous video, and we're going to be starting with Gridfinity. So as you saw in my previous video, I had a lot of problems with my top drawer storage. So I've got a simple setup with 3D printing, as you've probably seen, and my top drawer is where I keep everything. So I wanted to branch out more on using Gridfinity and expanding that storage. So I wouldn't really call this more of an organizational thing. At the end you'll see it's more of like an organized mess. Everything's in a place where I want it to be. To the normal person it might not look organized, but to me it's everything that I need it to be at this point in time. So what I'll do, as usual, is just let the prints play out. You guys can watch the prints if you want to, or you can skip forward, you don't have to watch it. But to me, I just like having the print process in there, so you can sort of see how everything's been going and how everything's printed. So the first print came off great. It's just some small little 1x1 containers that I'll probably be putting like screws in for my future projects. Now, came out great, but then partway through you'll see that I was starting to get some under extrusion issues. I'll explain more as I get to it, but long and short is I'm in the process of fixing it. Another thing I should probably mention is the focus on some of these clips. Now, because like I said I am using a phone camera, the focus is god awful. I'm hopefully going to be getting a new camera at some point in the new year to be able to actually record these better, so the focus and the color quality is better. But for now I appreciate you bearing with it, but it doesn't look too bad. Like, the videos still come out great in my opinion. It's just sometimes there's focus issues and color issues, but we live and we learn. Now this is where the under extrusion starts. You can see from that bottom right corner that the extrusion it's not filling in the entire bottom layer. But strangely enough, on some areas of the print bed, it prints better than others. I thought it was a leveling issue, but if that was the case, then surely it wouldn't adhere to the build plate. You'll see from this that it doesn't actually affect the quality of the bottom layer, and everything else comes out fine. It just doesn't seem to extrude completely. Not sure why it is, but hopefully I can fix it with Eligo at some point. One thing that I was checking out here is the overhangs on the little tab label parts. Is on the test prints in the previous video, for some reason they were like coming out all frayed and stringy, not sure why, but in this, like for all the prints, the overhangs for those label tabs came out really well. That probably was to do with the fact that I updated the firmware prior to this video, so I'm hoping that actually fixed it, and if it did, great, because they were fantastic. On this one, you can definitely see the under extrusion. That bottom right is not great. Top left on this one, you couldn't see it very well because the print head was in the way. Top left was perfect, but the bottom right for some reason just came out like with gaps in the bottom layer. Like I said, it didn't affect the print quality. I'm just yapping at this point, but I'm just kind of hoping I can fix it because it's kind of annoying me at this point. And that's the final print finished. So everything's printed now. There was some stuff that I printed off camera because I thought, well, it was the same as last time, so there was no point in including it. But now we've got to clear out the entire mess inside the drawer. As you can see, there is a lot of crap in there. Stuff that I will put back in, stuff that I won't even bother, and stuff that I'll probably just throw away. It was one of those drawers that I had at that point in time where I would just, oh look, there's a top drawer, throw it in. I don't want to see it, throw it in. So now it's going to be, like I said, more of an organised mess. Now that everything's out of the drawer, it's time to put everything back in. So I was going to fill the entire base with all the grid, decided not to because I got bigger boxes to go on the right hand side. So I'm just sort of doing the left portion at the moment. So I tested around with a bunch of layouts to see which ones would suit it better, and this was the final one that I came up with. Everything fits in great and it looks pretty neat. It'll probably change at some point, but for now this is how it's going to be. Now, I also was going to film the entire process of me filling the drawer, but then I realised how dull and boring that would be. But I did want to show off the screws for the little containers at the front. I was picking them up one by one, like, yeah, this will go fine. Then I realised how long it was going to take me. So I found the magnets from my last video and just picked them up clump by clump, and it made the process so much easier. And that's it. That's the drawer complete. It's an organised mess, but to me it makes sense. There's some spots empty, missing. I've got to buy some bits that I want to fill into the empty containers, but I feel like for now it's perfect for what I need it to be. And that's the end of the video. I appreciate everybody watching these videos, liking, subscribing as you have done so far. It takes a lot for me to get these videos out, especially around work, hence why there's such a gap in between me releasing the videos. For now, I'm sort of focusing on quality over quantity, but in the future I'll hopefully get some more out frequently. But again, thanks for watching, and I appreciate the time that you take to view the videos, like and subscribe. Until next time.